What's going on, guys? We've got the chaos. We've had the dreaded engine management. Come on, so that's great, a little bit of spluttering and stuff, and yeah, let's show you guys what gives. So I've got guy come around, so you've got, does a mobile, like has a look at the ECU and stuff and check the codes for me and all that kind of stuff, so that's cool. Mobile diagnostics, so he's going to connect his tool, and I will show you. Let's see. So we have got engine management light on. We've got the SI drive flashing, and you also have, if you can see, a little bit of the cruise. Can you see the cruise control? It's flashing as well. So this is normally secondary air pump or something like that. So that's going to cost, that'll pretty much cost a couple of quid, but we're going to see now with the codes. What I want to do is I'll just delete those pumps, to be fair. You can turn them off. Yeah, should be, hopefully I can go get a custom tune, get them turned off and leave them in place without putting on the blanking plates, because the cost of labour and all that kind of stuff is going to be disastrous. So yeah, we'll figure it out, and I'll jump back on when we put the machine on and stuff and check the codes for you guys.
For ECUs and...
Okay, so now we're doing a full code scan. Let's see what it does. So hope it finds the goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those. Now I've got to try and, well, once I get this in, I've got to try and attempt to get it.
Might be an emissions related. Half the time it's pretty emissions related. What pings up these engine management lights. It's
well, this is the thing. It's that secondary air pump which pumps air into the exhaust. To pass emissions
yeah.
So what has it got? So it's got a code, one code.
Yeah, it's got one code up at the moment. An engine,
okay.
Oxygen sensor. So that's your open bank sensor 1. So that's your basically your pre-cast. That is. That's constantly monitoring your air fuel ratio.
Okay, because when to describe to you what was happening is when I was driving, it was spluttering a lot.
Yeah.
So I don't. That's why the other code about the secondary air pump, the most common problem. I didn't think it would be that in a way, because it didn't happen when I started it. It only started when I drove it for a while, and it only starts up for 10 seconds. Like when the car first starts. So I don't know what it is. So that's why I'd rather get.
That's quite a common code. That P0134.
Okay.
So you've got free code and anti-lock braking, but that wouldn't bring the EMR out. It's still detecting modules at the moment.
There's something dirty hiding in there somewhere.
The way you drive, yeah.
I'm surprised the thing still runs. That's why when I drove I was just like, oh, what have I done?
I broke it.
Yeah, because I was trying to turn off the anti, trying to turn off all the traction control and turn it into sport sharp, and it wasn't doing it. I was like, what the heck's going on? And then I realised.
Obviously, if it is a live code, then it will, even by clearing these, it will ping it straight back up.
Okay.
If it's the first thing I tend to do is usually is clear all the codes, and then see which is live and what's stored. See what pings straight back up, and you know that you've got basically a live fault.
So then do we know that by starting it?
Yeah, basically. Yes, basically. Yeah.
So you clear it all. Everything goes. You turn it back on. If it comes back,
pings straight back up. Yeah.
That's the issue.
Yeah. It sort of like separates the ones which are stored from the past.
Previous.
Okay. Yeah, because the thing is, sometimes it can be a little bit confusing, because sometimes you'll get one code which will ping up, but you'll ping up with a couple of other codes as well.
In relation.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what have we got? So if you scroll all the way to the bottom, these are the codes it's given us. So the engine management side, you've got oxygen sensor circuit, open bank 1, sensor 1. That's basically your top one. Anti-lock brakes, it's got steering ankle sensor, power supply malfunction. That's the history. Okay. It's actually basically showing that it's stored here. So power supply voltage failure. Some of it can be from disconnecting the battery and that.
Yeah, I did that as a thing. I charged the battery. I did all the little tricky things just to attempt to see what was up.
History. So what we'll do now is we'll do a clear and just see what remains.
Okay.
I think, to be honest, that oxygen sensor fault will definitely remain. As soon as we crank it back over,
it's going to come.
Yeah. When the ECU isn't getting the reading that it wants to see.
Okay.
Until it will just ping straight back up. It's not a bad piece of kit, actually. This
is nice, yeah. This is the thing you need. That's the best part about, like, it's the only part now. You have to really troubleshoot electronically before you take it. Because this is why, like, it's better to bring you here to do this, because then you send it to a garage, then it takes a while for them to troubleshoot it, go through everything. With you, at least, I can just pay a certain price, get it checked, get all the faults done. At least you know when you go to the garage potentially what it is.
Yeah, that's
this is the thing, like, some things can link in that, but yeah.
Takes a bit of time.
Yeah, does it take like probably the same time it does take
to...
We'll have to have a look around your engine bay in your car.
I did give it half a clean for the weekend, but I tell you what, those tyres are mega, man.
They're amazing.
I highly rate them, mate. Even when they're stone cold, on a greasy roundabout, when they just
hook up nicely.
They just hook up, mate. Just absolute transformed it.
That's the thing. It's
just wants to keep gripping, right?
This is the problem. It's like you can't separate these Contis, these Pilots and Eagles really when you really get down to it. You have to be such a good driver.
Oh god, yeah.
Like literally on a track with identical cars would you be able to start to see a difference, but on the road,
I think on the road you're going to struggle to put much better rubber on than those, because you got your Toyo, is it R888Rs?
Yeah. But even though those are nice now, but then if it rains...
If it rains, they've still... Yeah, that's it, exactly. It's...
everything has its... this is the reason why I like those sports performance, like what we've got on ours, is because you've got the best. You've got the water, and stuff, and then you've got the, the dry and wet performance, basically.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. You can't put a price on a good tyres and brakes.
It's doing something.
Systems detected, result of cleared codes, so it's cleared all engine management codes, the transmission, anti-lock braking and so on.
Yeah, we don't need ABS to turn that off.
After clearing, ignition must be cycled off for up to 30 seconds. So basically cycle it off. Wait half a minute.
Yeah, because that's normally what you do with the PC, just let the residual power get out of it so you can.
What we'll do then is we'll do a rescan, see what comes back up, then start it up.
Yeah. I won't record that. We'll do a rescan in a second. I'll just record that, like the results of that, because we don't need the viewers to watch all that again.
It's been about half a minute.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Let me. We're gonna do that process again, and then I'll show you back after. Okay, so we've started it back up. No codes, so it might require, Scott was telling you, it might require a drive to get them back on, so this could be a, of a couple of miles, after hundreds of miles, you never know. So I'm going to drive it like I stole it again, and then see if I can bring the code back up later. But yeah, nothing, huh? Nothing, yeah?
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, so that's cool. So yeah, so the car will probably need to learn that fault again, or like start to see discrepancies, and then it brings it back up potentially. Yeah. But what do you reckon was the dirty one out of those potentially? The
oxygen sensor all day long. Oxygen sensor. Basically, if the car's just going to need a good drive, the ECU is going to need to basically see a lot more data before it will potentially record the fault again. But and just go from there. Well,
cool. Thanks for coming. Thanks for checking that for me. That was good. Short and sweet. Yeah.
No worries.
And then we'll figure it out from there. Let's go have a little. I'll see if I can have a look in your engine bay. Show the viewers that for a split second if it's clean. And then if not, guys, we'll do a video of it another time. Okay. So that's us. So the engine light's off. We've got no more limp mode. Warm it up. Go for another drive, but it is not something that you obviously want in your car. I need to use it, you see, in a couple of weeks for like long drives and stuff. I daily it anyway, but I need it like specifically for a certain reason. So I really needed to get this looked at. So yeah, pretty cool. Definitely use, like I say, I use Scott's like in mobile diagnostics, fit parts to your car, all that kind of stuff. If you need his details, if you're local, give me a shout. And yeah, thanks again, Scott. That was wicked. And yeah, see you guys in the next video.